Hello, hello, my friends. Hope you all are doing well, and thank you so much for being here, everyone. I hope everyone is in a great mood this evening, or this afternoon, or this morning. I know it's super early in the morning in some areas, but I wanted to just get on here and have a little chit chat about Harry's visa. I promise this won't be long, probably about like 25 minutes. I just want to keep it short, this one, because I there's a lot of Meghan Markle stuff that we need to get back to, right? Back to normal things. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I hope you all are doing well. I am doing fantastically great. After I did my live earlier today, I said, you know what, Mole? That's it. Done with everything. Just focus on what I'm good at. No more of the nonsense. If other people want to talk about it, they can, but I don't care anymore. And I saged my entire house from top to bottom, everywhere, all the windows. I made sure the windows were all open, and I made sure to smoke out this house. And I saged myself, I saged my dog, I saged my little one, just to get all the bad energy out. And for some odd reason, I don't know why, for some odd reason, I just feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders after doing that. I don't know. It's very strange. Like I just felt very, I hate to sound like Meghan Markle, but I just feel very light. I don't know what it is. I don't feel, yeah. I was looking forwards to your opinion on Andy's X video that, oh dear. Now that isn't new. That is I've seen that story around before, but since I want to move on and I don't want to be petty like that, I think it's best for me to just zip it. I gave out the what is it? The advice that you should think before you speak. So I think I should take my own advice here. And I'm saying I shouldn't. No, no one has gotten to me. No one has gotten to me. But anyways, so many of you guys have heard that Prince Harry's visa application in the United States was quietly sealed. And the reason why I came on here was because some individuals shared some documents and some posts with me that I wanted to share here, that maybe some other creators might see it and it might help them with their digging. I don't know. I think I might be helping. That gave me a horrible image in my head. I'm sorry. I hear you, girl. Lori says instead of buying another wheelchair, get someone to adjust the wheelchair for Monster. Well, I was trying to use his little fitted vest that he has and see if I could kind of like rig it up. But to be honest, like I just bought the little wheelchairs off of Amazon. So this one that I bought, I paid $75 for, and I really don't mind donating it an to the SPCA or something, or to another animal rescue, just because you never know if someone else might need it, and it's okay. This way I feel like I'm doing a little bit of good karma or something good for someone, so it's all good. Yeah, time to go back to all the crazy stuff. Let's talk about Harry, because this is crazy. As you guys saw, my title was Money Talks and Bull Walks, which it truly does. Donate it locally, which I will. Yeah, I'm going to donate it to a local rescue or something like that. I know the SPCA can probably afford their own, but I'm going to give it to like one of the smaller rescues or something like that in this area, and then I'll just buy a new one. Sorry, my throat's been a little bit scratchy the last couple days. So let's talk about this. So Prince Harry obviously got another pass. And, let's be honest, because this is one of the privileges, one of the many, many privileges that he gets. Now, I know Harry likes to constantly whine that he is not a privileged individual. He says that he needs help constantly, but clearly you are privileged when your case is quietly closed by the judge and sealed. And it was done by an ex parte, as they like to say, ex parte ruling, and only um, one side of the law team, which was the government side, was privy to what was being sealed. The Heritage Foundation is claiming that they had no idea about this. But let me show you guys something, because I found this very interesting. Let me read this to you first. So, Prince Harry's Visa Row case has now been closed in a sealed ruling by the judge. Judge Carl Nichols filed an order at the court in Washington after reviewing the Duke of Sussex's US immigration documents for 4 months. The order is sealed, meaning it has not been made public. It is unclear which way the judge ruled. Now, clearly, like, we don't need to be told which way the judge ruled. We can clearly, I think we all have enough common sense that we can figure out which way the judge ruled. In my opinion, and what I think is, I think Harry lied, point blank, period. I think Harry lied on his paperwork, or he didn't fill out paperwork. And at the last minute, when all of this started blowing ahead, I feel like they just threw something together and put no on everything. And Harry kind of screwed himself when he came out admitting all of his substance use, all of the illegal substances he used. He kind of screwed himself there, but obviously the government is protecting him. Obviously, Harry lied in the documents, because I believe, had there been nothing to hide, we would have known. It wouldn't have been under seal, but it is. Which constantly brings me back to the whole thing that I believe what NT said when he said that Americans are paying for Harry's security. Let me pull that clip up, because all of a sudden that just came into my head right now. MeghansMole, Americans paying for Harry and Meghan. Tappity tap 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 tap. This was 3 days ago that I posted up here. Let me share this with you. This isn't right, what is going on, because, as Lady D says, this is far from over. Tax evasion, fraud, misusing charitable donations, lying on federal government documents. They will never go to prison. They will never go to prison, because he is the king's son. I believe he is there on a special visa. What kind of visa? We're not sure. Some people speculate an A1 visa. Some people speculate an O1 visa. I definitely, because Harry is getting paid for work. Harry is getting paid by the Aspen Institute. Harry got paid for sitting down with Oprah for the Me You Can See. They are clearly misusing charitable funds and misusing Archwell as their private piggy bank. They are clearly, and this is all just my opinion, they are clearly hiding money and laundering money through their 11 plus Delaware bank accounts, which aren't even under Harry's name. They're all been registered by Meghan Markle's lawyer. I truly think Harry never applied for a visa, Brenda. I feel like when Meghan called Tyler Perry and they zipped over across to the US, I don't think Harry did any of the customs paperwork, nothing. And yet he's been in the US for over 4 years, and he just, I bet you he hasn't paid a lick of taxes either. I bet you he hasn't done that either. Molly, sage smudging removes all energy. You want to keep the good. Next time, try Palo Santo. I have that. I have that. So I'll burn some of that too after when I'm done this. Make sure your windows are indoors. Yeah, I did that. I opened all my front doors. Like the wind was going through my house and it was cold today, but I needed to get that juju out. I have both. I have both, definitely. Yeah, they have private jet, no paperwork, because it reminds me of when Doria went to the UK and she was given royal privileges. Doria Ragland was given royal privileges. She was picked up on the tarmac and an immigration officer stamped her passport right there. They didn't go through security. She didn't get checked, nothing. Nothing, which is absolutely, which I believe 100%. Let me just read this really quick and then I'll go on to, because it'll make sense what I've been sent. So the think tank, the Heritage Foundation, which wanted this information to be made public, claims that Harry may have lied on the forms under this section and asks if you have been a drug user. In his memoir Spare and in Netflix series, Harry talked about using cannabis, the sniffies, and magic mushrooms. On Tuesday, a sealed ex parte order and a sealed ex parte memorandum were uploaded to the docket for the case. Ex parte orders are filed without notifying all parties. With regular orders, all parties ratify. So the Heritage Foundation had no idea that this was happening. Clearly, different rules for Harry and different rules for us peasants. In my opinion, Harry is definitely a threat. He totally is. Francine says, in my opinion, KC3 gives Harry money. You know, I've always told you guys that Andrew was still getting his security paid by Charles. Like, under what circumstances, if that is happening, why shouldn't I believe that Charles is still funding Harry out of his own, like, private funds, not out of, like, well, I don't know. That's what I think. Rules for thee, but not for me. Yes, thank you. Our recollections may vary. My speech might be a little bit off tonight because my head is a little bit drained. And then if Doria had been in prison, how did Doria get a passport? Well, many people who have been in prison do travel, right? You can eventually get that kind of stuff sealed. You can get pardons. You can, once you get it off of your record, and you can get that done, I guess you can travel around without any issues. But yeah, so this happened and it just makes me think that they are covering for Harry. But I'm just trying to figure out what kind of visa. Like if he's on an O1 visa, then Harry could technically get a green card, but he could never apply for citizenship. And technically, he does have to pay taxes in the US when you have earned over 126K or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Please correct me. Please do correct me. She can leave the US as an ex-con, but how did she get a UK visa? Well, how do you think? How do you think she got it? Just like how she got that $9 million allowance, or how she, not the $9 million allowance, how or why she even got an allowance. We've talked about this before. A1 visa, he doesn't have to pay taxes, I heard, being a royal visa. But that's crazy because right now Harry and Meghan are living in the US. Meghan Markle, as an American citizen, should be paying taxes. But in her brain, she thinks that just because she's married Harry, she doesn't have to pay taxes. She doesn't have to pay anything. I don't know if you guys remember this from a long time ago. I have been trying to find this article and the documents in my Rolodex. But at the very beginning in 2019, when Harry and Meghan started dating, do you guys remember the story of when Meghan Markle owed the IRS $800 for her taxes and she tried to sue them, saying that she didn't owe them? Apologies, I had to clear my throat there, so I had to mute it. I feel like Meghan has always, in my opinion, been looking for a way to not pay taxes, to always be leeching off of someone else. But what has really made me interested here, I remember that. See? I remember that. Yeah, we were like she owed $800 to the IRS for taxes and she made a big fuss about it. She didn't want to pay it and she tried to sue the IRS. Who tries to like just pay the $800? Hold on, guys, my phone is ringing here. Who's calling me at this time? Who's calling me? Oh, here we go. Recollections may vary. You sent me a DM here. Thank you. Recollections may vary sent me a DM on Twitter here with Niall Gardner. Let me pull it up on my X account so you guys can all see it. Niall Gardner. Oh dear. And then I have a funny video to show you guys. We should all have a good laugh here, right? We all deserve a good laugh. Let me find Niall's tweet. Oh, goodness. Did you all watch the debate earlier? You know what? Let's not talk about that. Never mind. Forget that I even said that. Forget that I even brought that up just now. Let me share what our recollections may vary sent me this. So Niall Gardner tweeted and he says, update on Prince Harry's U.S. immigration records and federal court case. Prince Harry repeatedly admitted to using illegal drugs in his memoir. This fact alone makes him inadmissible into the United States. We sued to get answers to a simple question of whether the government gave Prince Harry preferential treatment when he entered the country. It appears the judge has ruled and that ruling is under seal. We know nothing about how the judge ruled. Nothing should be read into that order or that it is under seal. We have always said this case is unique and opinions can be initially sealed in such cases. We will continue to monitor the situation. I love the meep face that that they used. This is hilarious. Yeah, I thank you, Recollections May Vary, for sending me that. I appreciate it. I feel like Charles is still protecting Harry. At the end of the day, that's his son. That's his son, but it always brings me back to what I said. I shared this 3 days ago on my X account, and I feel like it is relevant. So I said that American taxpayers have paid over $20 million and counting in security for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle since they defected to Canada. I almost said ever since they defecated in Canada. Ever since they defected to California. In April 2024, documents filed to Companies House. Look, I don't like this should even look, listen. In 2024, documents filed to Companies House listed the US as the country where Harry is resident instead of the UK. The change was dated as 29 June 2023. Why is Prince Harry still being listed as a COS in the UK while Americans are paying for his security in the United States? I know people don't want to believe that, but they are. Americans are paying for his security. And let me just remind you that NT
are paying
okay,
the taxpayers.
You guys can hear this and see this? Yes, you can. I just make sure that, let's play this. Auntie, do you think that the US people are paying, the taxpayers are paying for Harry and Meghan's security, or that they have some kind of deal with the Biden government?
Yes, because
Okay.
here's the thing is, and I have known, in my history, I've known some people who are like like worked in consulates and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And so every once in a while, you get invited to some party, like let's say, I'll give you a small example. Like the Prime Minister of Grenada came into town, right? It's a tiny country. They don't have a plane. He flew coach on a regular commercial airline. But as soon as he got to the United States, he had diplomatic protection officers and Secret Service protecting him, because they don't want anything to happen to this guy while he's in the country. And this tiny little, country with the prime minister that nobody knows about had like 10 protection officers from the United States. Does the United States want Prince Harry to be murdered in the United States? Can you imagine the pushback? So of course he's, being protected by diplomatic protection officers to some extent, and the government is paying for that. Now, how many the government's actually paying for, to supplement their own security, I don't know. But yes, 1,006 million% the U.S. government is paying for some of Meghan and Harry's security.
You guys got that, right? Because think about it. If anything did happen to Harry in the States, then that would look bad. So not only that, yeah, we wish he could pay his own way, right? But he's been turned into a complete leech. Antoinette Stern says, thank you for not politicizing the issue of the Harkles and choosing not to mention the debate. Not all America. Yeah, you know what? I figured it's better not to even go there. Not even, like, let's just focus on this. Let's just focus on idiot Harry. Because Harry whines about everything. Harry has married a woman who will never be happy about anything. It was a recording. Yes, it was a recording. It was from when we were on the Royal Mess, like I think about like 6-7 months ago. And I feel like, and then someone sent me this. Let me show you guys here. I want to show you these documents. Someone sent me this, that the Heritage Foundation, which is trying to get this information about Harry's visa, actually works hand in hand with the Aspen Institute, which Harry is a part of. So look at this, heritage scholar to speak on multiple panels at Aspen Ideas Festival. God, that guy has quite the forehead, huh? Jesus, I feel sorry for his mother who had to give birth to him. I hope that forehead did not go through the birth canal. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah. My apologies. That just went left. Let me. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, I just went totally left here. But yeah, the Heritage Foundation and the Aspen Institute are working hand in hand. So David Azarad, this guy, a scholar at the Heritage Foundation, will speak at the 2019 Aspen Ideas Festival on June 27th in Aspen, Colorado. This is the second time he's been invited to participate in the discussion, and the Aspen Institute, which is hosted by the Aspen Institute and the Atlantic. And then someone else, I'll post all these links in my description box below after this. Hello, Martha. Thanks for coming in. Guys who are coming in, we are talking about Harry's visa and why the judge made a decision under seal. You guys are laughing. Chrome Dome for sure. Could you imagine pushing that out of your hoo-ha? Oh my God, you would definitely need stitches. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, Andrew's okay. I think everyone's okay. Andrew is the type where he doesn't like seeing men go after women. That's what, and it just gets them upset. But yeah, everyone's okay. Everyone is totally fine. 100%. The Biden administration strikes again. Yeah, 100%. You know, I forget who was saying it. Someone was saying that Harry and Meghan are being used by King Charles as their puppets for the WEF. Who was it that said that? Do you guys remember? Ashley Hale. You guys are talking about Ashley Hale and how she's an immigration attorney. I'm sorry, guys, but Ashley Hale, she must be dumb if she actually believed that Meghan Markle didn't invite her to her wedding because the other family said no. Like, Harry was removed as counselor of state. No, he wasn't. Harry was not removed. He's still listed, but they put in a caveat saying that only working members can be counselor of state, but he is still listed as counselor of state, which just seems like more coddling to me. That just seems like completely more coddling. Yeah, the Aspen Institute is meddling in your military also. But get this. So not only is the Heritage Foundation, so you have individuals from the Heritage Foundation speaking at the Aspen Institute and sharing their ideas. You also have this one right here, someone else sent me. I forget who sent it to me, but shout out to that individual. Then you have this gentleman here, Rudiger Lenz, the executive director of the Aspen Institute in Germany. But prior to that, he was the executive director of the German American Heritage Foundation and Museum in Washington also. Guys, this is just one huge ass circle jerk. That's what it is. That's what it is. I feel like there's more here. We need to keep digging, but I wanted to just come on here and share this with you guys. Now, this gentleman used to also be a correspondent for the German news magazine called Der Spiegel. And Der Spiegel, for those who don't know, is very well known in Germany and has a very distinct reputation for relieving for revealing political misconduct and scandals. And they have very, very, like, people find that media outlet to be very trustworthy. So Harry is here, like Brenda says, bashing your First Amendment, The forehead guy, the normal-headed guy used to work for the Heritage Foundation who was giving the talk. Not the forehead guy. The forehead guy. Oh my God. Yeah, this is crazy. This is all connected. Yes, I agree. I said it ages ago. Yes, Del, you definitely did. A lot of you have said, maybe you guys have said, and maybe I'm just late to the party. I feel I'm late to the party then, hey? But this is all connected here. And the fact that this was quietly, Harry's case was quietly decided on yesterday, I just feel like everything is connected. There's a reason why everything kicked off and why this information all quietly slipped under the radar all yesterday. There's a reason why all of this is happening. And since I've decided to let go and just start putting my head back into like focusing on this, it's like something can I ask a question, guys? And I don't want you guys to be offended and think that I hate King Charles. But do you guys think King Charles and the royals or King Charles are taking us for a bunch of fools? And he knows what Harry and Meghan are up to. And in a way, he does, he allows it. Because let me pull up the royal family website here. Because I was thinking, look at this. This is so crazy. Hold on a second. When you look up the royal family website, look at this. When you go to Google, and you type in the royal family website, look who comes up as the #1 hit on the royal family website. So they have it made, because they can change this so that King Charles is #1 here. But they have Prince Harry as #1. Everyone's saying yes, yes, yes. Of course he knows a lot. Of course. But so the Duke of Sussex is #1. So let's click on this, okay? Because let me go over the announcement, and I just want to say that what is in the announcement almost makes me believe that Charles is okay with everything that they are doing, because look at what Harry's bio now on the royal family website says. It says, as announced in January 2020, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have stepped back as working members of the royal family, blah, blah, blah. So let me go to Prince Harry's, yuck. Let me go to Harry's thing. Oh, God. Why did I not, am I dumb about the Duke of Sussex here? No, but where's their roles? I was looking for it. Let me see. There's a specific right here, titles, right here, statements and announcements. Okay. So the Duke and Duchess of Sussex confirming that they will be stepping back, and this, no, it's not here. Darn it. Hold on. Okay, this is going to annoy me because I need to find it. And I think I saved it as a bookmark on my X account because I saw that someone had posted it. Let me take a look. Oh, if I didn't save it, I'm going to be kicking myself in my booty hole. Yep, I didn't save it. But basically, it was basically about the roles of Harry and Meghan and what the roles they would be taking on. And it did say that Harry and Meghan are still representing the king and the royal family. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what the hell? Am I like, I must be tired because clearly I can't find it now and it's just going to annoy me. The royal family, members of the royal family. Now you go down here, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Oh, do I have to do the scroll over? No, I can't find it. I'll find it and I'll post on my X account. But it did say that despite them being, they've stepped back from their royal duties, it says that they are still doing their work within the Commonwealth. I feel like CM says, see, you guys are all going at it in the chat here. It's all about deflection. Yes. The Americans pay for a lot of dubious residents in our country, unfortunately. Big one is Saudi princesses. Oh, yeah. I know a lot of the governments are paying out the wazoo. Well, the taxpayers are. Let's be honest. The taxpayer. Casey is okay with all of it. He definitely is. I feel like Harry and Meghan are being used as the face for censorship. They definitely are. And the fact that King Charles is just letting them go about it, it says a lot. Hi, Christine. Hi, guys. Apparently, they must be okay. Charles must be okay with the faux royal tours, because I don't know if you guys heard, apparently this whole Catherine video rattled the heck out of them, guys. It absolutely rattled the heck out of them because they have been releasing, like Harry and Meghan have been releasing so much nonsense. So today they released that they might be planning their next royal tour, which will be coming up soon. And where are they going to? Lesotho or Botswana, was it? Yeah, I'm telling you guys, it has completely rattled them. Hi, Enti. Is Enti in the chat? Is Enti in my chat? If you guys don't know, actually, I might as well announce this right now. So, since Christine mentioned Enti, but Enti and I will be on Paula M's channel tomorrow. It's Wednesday. So Paula and I do a live on Wednesday on her channel. And Enti is going to, my effing cord broke. And we will be doing a live there tomorrow if you guys want to stop by. I plan on asking him a lot of questions. And actually, Enti and I recorded a spot on his Patreon on Monday, and he was actually gracious enough to send me a copy of our chat. We discussed Queen Elizabeth's 2-year anniversary of her passing. We discussed Meghan and Harry's wedding and Queen Elizabeth on their wedding. And then we discussed Catherine's video. We also touched on a couple of other things. So if you guys would like it, I mean, he did send me over the copy. We did chat for about 45 minutes. If you guys want to, I'll share it with you as I usually do. I'll just have to put on like some images in the background and then I'll upload it for you guys. Christine, you got me all excited. I was like, is Enti in my chat? Greetings, Molly. Hi, Angela. Hi, everyone. So, guys, basically, like everyone who is coming in right now, I hope you hit the like button. NT, you and Paula, yeah, he was gracious enough. I know he came by last Wednesday. Him and I recorded a spot this past Monday, and he shared the content with me. So I'll upload it with you guys. NT is on YouTube also, guys, if you guys aren't aware, under, I think his channel is called Crazy Days and Nights. He uploads a lot of stuff there. You guys should definitely go and follow him there. And I will upload the podcast that we did on his Patreon so you guys can all hear it here also. And yeah, join us tomorrow there too. We'll definitely have a great chat. It'll be fun. We'll talk about this Harry nonsense because I did ask him. I sent him a message. I sent him a DM and I said to him, "Oh, recollections may vary. You are awesome." No, it's not that one. It's a different one. It's a different one. But I did ask Enti. I said, Enti, like, what do you think about Harry's visa? And he said it could be like they could be claiming it's like a matter of national security or something. But then I did ask him, I said, do you think it's because Harry did lie about his use of illegal substances? Tomorrow we will get together at, I think it's 10 a.m. on Paula. Paula already has the live set up. So if you go over to her channel and click on live, it should be already set up. And if you hit like notify me, you should get a notification when it starts. I thought the judge was paid off also. I thought the judge was greased off. It's not hard these days to pay someone off. I'm sure like $10,000, $20,000, and he could just put it under seal or whatever he wants to do. But I honestly, there's something to hide because why would it be done with only one of the parties aware and not the Heritage Foundation? So just the government being aware. And also, like, if there was nothing to hide, then it wouldn't need to be put under seal. It wouldn't need to take 4 months for the judge to make a decision. If there were, remember that the government had asked for a 2-week extension to allegedly find Harry's documents. Why would you need a 2-week extension when everything is already on the computer? It's not like it's in the olden days when you had to go to the back filing cabinet and look for papers. But yeah, I feel like it is corrupt. It definitely is corrupt. People, it's clear that Harry is a royal. He gets privileges despite whining about not being protected. He is very protected. He looks like such an idiot. And the fact that he is pushing ahead with his UK court case about security, this idiot is the most privileged dimwit like ever. Ever. You're right, recollections may vary. The whole thing screams that it is something shady and someone is being protected. It definitely does. Because if it wasn't, then why would it need to be done quietly and under seal and with only the government being aware? The Heritage Foundation has no idea. But yet, I'm kind of worried because the Heritage Foundation and the Aspen Institute, which Harry is connected to, do scratch each other's back. Let's put it that way. Yes, and he destroyed evidence. That's in the UK case, right? Wasn't that? He has so many court cases, I don't even know what's going on. I just wanted to come here and share that, but then there is also one other thing that I wanted to share with you that what is it here? Northy Damas had put up on their X account. And this makes sense also because they said here, so Harry's visa has been sealed. We also have a new government in the UK, some members of which signed the attached letter back in 2019. You remember back in 2019, a bunch of MPs signed a letter against the bullying of Meghan Markle in the press. So those individuals who signed the letters are now in government, like hold positions in government in the UK. So Northy Damas says some members of which signed the letter attached back in 2019, some very high profile members, all supporting the Sussexes against the press. Angela Rayner signed it. Rachel Reeves, who is now the chancellor, Yvette Cooper, who is now Home Secretary, Jess Phillips, who is Parliamentary Undersecretary for Violence Against Females, Diane Abbott, who's mother of the house and friend of that photographer, and Shola and Marlene Headley. Oh, the photographer as in Misan Harry Baldman. Lisa Nandy, Secretary of State for Media and Culture. This is wild. The more you dig into it, the more you see, yeah, Martha, you saw this earlier. Yeah, and I knew that I had to come and share this because now it shows that Harry is protected. And Northy Damas says that in their opinion, if the palace had some influence on the case, which they don't, it wouldn't have gotten so far. So that leaves politician. Their point, she says, my point is Starmer's government was already pro-Harkles. It's the only thing that's changed since the Heritage Foundation case was opened. Just a thought. David Lammy, Foreign Secretary, though not on this letter, is also linked to all these ladies mentioned above. You guys, it's all staged. It's all, you know what? It's all BS just to keep us looking over here while they're doing their dirt on the other side. That's what's happening. Look, I said I would only talk here for 20, 30 minutes, and it's already 45 minutes. Shola's been quiet lately. I don't know. I've put Shola on mute. So I just didn't want to deal with her anymore. I totally put her on mute. But all of these, can these connections topple or get rid of the king or get rid of King Charles? I don't see why not. Keir Starmer doesn't look like he's a fan of the king. He looks kind of sneaky. Shola's not a fan of the king. Angela Rayner doesn't seem to be a fan of the king. Shola posted a couple days ago. It's all incestuous. Like I said, it feels like one big circle jerk. This is why the Harkles, when you think about it, if the UK government is pro Harkles and protecting them, then that's the reason why Harry and Meghan's titles haven't been taken. But I'm going to dig some more and I'm going to look more into it. Molly, you were looking for this. They are balancing their time between the United Kingdom and North America, continuing to honor their duty to the King, Commonwealth, and their patronages. Thank you, Teacup. You came through clutch with that. That's exactly what I was looking for. This says exactly like it's in our face. They're still continuing their honor to duty and duty to the king. So, in other words, this is their half in, half out. They are doing what they want, and Charles is okay with it. VGD, thank you for becoming a new member. And Debbie, thank you. Love you, Molly. Love you all back so much. But yeah, it's all big one circle jerk. And Harry, being the king's son, is very privileged despite his whining constantly. He's very, very privileged. And it does make me worry about the monarchy in a way, and like, how long will it last? Do you guys think we will see a King William? Do you think we will see a King George? The way it's going, it's kind of like so many people want a republic. Many people are losing faith in the monarchy because they feel like King Charles is just letting Harry do whatever. Yes, Williams, no on George. Yeah, I think so too. Like, I hope we see a King William. I hope we do. But it's a question to think about. I'm not being mean against Charles, so I don't want people to be like, "Oh, yeah, Charles bashing." I'm not. It's something to think about. Dorel says, "Yes to King William. I had an odd dream and he was king." Yeah. I mean, if he keeps that beard, he can be my king any day. Oh, Lord, I was being so silly. But I don't know, it was just something to think about, and I just wanted to jump on here and share this with you all. But I think we should leave on a good note here. I know that I will make a video about Meghan and her little bookstore event and her little showing up there. But, I had to point out that even Oprah isn't safe from Meghan's mask slips and annoyance of her coming in while she's giving a horrendous speech. I looked at
I
this.
saved you what I was craving. I knew I could find in a bookstore. So I get the book, go to checkout, place it there at the counter. I saved you what I was craving. I knew I could find in a
I don't know,
bookstore.
this is funny, but one of my favorite accounts just had to share like a close-up of her face and her dentures and just being a lizard queen. Yes, half in, half out. That's why Meghan is so smug. It truly is. That's what's giving it. That's what's giving completely. But look at this. Look at how she suckles on her dentures. Hold on.
I get the book,
Look.
go get the book. The safety of what I was craving, I knew I could find in a bookstore. I get the book, go get the book.
What?
The safety of what I was craving, I knew I could find in a bookstore. I get the book, go get the book.
I'm sorry, I cannot stop laughing at this. What is
The
so I
safety of what I was
this
craving,
first.
I knew I could find in a bookstore. You get the book, go get the book, go get the book.
So so I saw this first and I was like, well, why is she doing that? Why is she sucking on her dentures like that? And someone says it's because once you do the snow and stuff, you start licking at your dentures and sucking on it. But to me, when I went over and found
The
this,
safety of what I was
hold on, found this video, the full clip, I feel like
craving.
it was because she did
You
it
get the
because
book,
her mask was about to
go to
slip
check out.
and she didn't want to let me shut off her voice. And she didn't want her annoyance to show that Oprah and them are cutting into her stupid story that she's telling about grabbing a book. And, you know, she always has to have a story. And they're interrupting her. So I feel like she was doing that because she was interrupted. She got thrown off. Her mask slipped there. Even her pretending to get a book, she can't even act that out properly. Oh dear, oh dear. But anyways, guys, let me take a couple comments here and see what you are saying, and and we're gonna end this. I always say I'm gonna do only like 20 minutes or something, and it ends up being 51 minutes. How does that happen? I don't know. Great to see her interrupted in a speech. The Sidleys read from The Town and Country, and what she said there, it's a bunch of BS trying to push in people's faces that she's in the royal family. That's what it's about. You know, it's such a bad downfall. I said this in with when NT had me on his Patreon on Monday here. I said that it is so crazy how Meghan really went from meeting other royalty and dignitaries and politicians to being a nobody in a freaking bookstore in Montecito, hanging out with like nobodies. How do you how like that is the biggest bag fumble ever. Yeah, Oprah blocked her shot, definitely. You know what I was wondering though, guys? With Oprah and losing all that weight with Ozempic, where is all her saggy skin? Because there would be a lot of saggy skin, right? There would be a lot of flappy skin hanging off. So she would have gotten surgery to get that removed. Ugh, gross. I don't like Oprah anyways. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get the heck out of here. Let's see what you looks like she's shape shifting. Has Smugzilla been pumping iron in the gym? No, probably doesn't. She gained weight back. um Hi, Molly. Why do people allow to talk? They know she's not a great thinker, yet hosts allow it. I don't know. Well, the people that they welcomed her here, I have it in my phone. Hold on. I screenshotted it. I have it in my phone because it'll make sense. So the only reason that they were allowed there, and Meghan apparently, I guess she went alone one night and then the next night she dragged Harry. But the owners of the Godmother's bookstore is Jennifer Walsh and Victoria Jackson. And Jennifer Walsh is Harry's literary agent and head of literary at WME. And obviously Victoria Jackson because she's got the money. So it's always one big circle jerk. It's all of these narcissistic people with money who just want to give each other pats on the back and they think they're helping the world. But anyways, how to speak in word salad, right? I should ask what Monster thinks. What do you think, Monster, of the nonsense, huh? What do you think? Oh, he don't like it. Do you like the nonsense? Hmm? Hmm? No, not into it, huh? Not into it at all? He's like, leave me alone, lady. I don't want to talk about this. Oh, okay. Well, we'll go now. I'll get going here. And Monster, definitely, I'm going to give him some pets and some rubs. Okay, I'm sorry. He's like, leave me alone, you thing. But anyways, my friends, Monster, say goodnight. He says, can he give you scratches? Hmm? He's just stretching out, so I just rub him. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much for being here, my friends. Let's just focus back on getting into what we are here for. And tomorrow, I'm going to be back with Paula and Enty on her channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you don't miss that. And tomorrow, if you guys don't mind, because after this, I'll probably go wash my face, put a face mask on, and stretch out my back and burn some Palo Santo, because earlier I did smudge. I'll open up some windows and burn some Palo Santo and just have a relaxing night and upload my sit down that I had with Enty tomorrow, if you guys don't mind. But thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate all of you so much. And I hope some of that information is helpful to people. Our recollections may vary said, I think it's good they sealed it because they let us know he is here illegally and or Casey was involved. No other reason to seal it. Exactly. Yeah, there's something to hide, and it basically gave us our answer and what we needed to know. And American Doodle, thank you for becoming a new member. How is Monster after his appointment? Oh, we haven't had his appointment. It's a little bit later in the week, but I'll definitely let you guys know how everything goes, of course. But anyways, guys, yeah, Monster wants his rubs now. Yes? Yes. Okay, I'm going to go now, guys. Thanks for being here. Have a good one, and make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Bye, friends.